Hey, it's Podrick's here and welcome back to my channel. Today we have that Strangerville bar renovation I promised. Well, I didn't really promise it, I just mentioned it in my, not my last video, my Strangerville starter home video. Yeah, I was just in the intro then, just showing you what it actually looks like before I change it. Because I don't think I have any screenshots for before and afters, but I'm pretty sure everyone knows what this ugly bar looks like. I mean, even if you don't have Strangerville, I'm sure you know what it looks like. So yeah, I renovated it. I actually had a lot of fun doing it. At first I was like, oh, I don't know if this is going to turn out good, bad, or what. I looked at some reference images actually for like, I guess I went for kind of like a saloon. Maybe not a saloon, because obviously they have those saloon doors and they don't exist in The Sims. Excuse me. And so I went for, I guess it's like Wild West, westernised. Westernised isn't the right word, because that's like, you know what I mean. It looks like a saloon, but it's in the modern day. So you just like those places you go to that look like they've been there since the Wild West, I guess. Yeah, so I was looking at some reference images. I feel like I usually do better with builds when I look at reference images. So I'm glad that I actually bothered to do that, because this build turned out a lot better. Usually, if I just go off on one in my head, I end up being displeased with something. I'm quite happy with most of this build, to be fair. I do, by the way, you won't be able to see it yet because we're not there yet, but that light above the door, I completely forget it's there and I don't move it, and it's like on top of a window. So in the screenshots I've moved it, but I already had uploaded it to the gallery, and I thought I'm not re-uploading it for one light. So if you do download this, if you really want to, I don't know, there's a light kind of hovering over a window. Just move it or delete it, and you'll be alright. I am not a professional, so I completely forgot it was there. I can't believe I missed it, because it's very obvious watching back in this recording, like, that it's there, but my brain, while doing this build, did not see that light. Oh, I was too busy thinking about all the stuff I wanted to do with it instead. So there you go. That light is now the most important part of this build. It is now called the light bar. It's not called 8 bells anymore, it's called the light bar. Anyway, just so everyone knows that I have seen it now, but I didn't see it before. But yeah, so I did a starter home for Strangerville. Like, I literally just did a starter home with base game and Strangerville. But this time I did not do it for just Strangerville. I just feel like with some stuff it's just not going to work. I feel like this, like I said, looks so boring. Like, EA's build looked really boring. I think that's what's the worst part about this bar, just how boring it is. I don't know, you walk in and it's just a big square with a toilet off the side, and stressed me out how boring it was, if that makes sense. Like, imagine playing the Strangerville mystery and this is you have to go to the bar quite a bit, I think. I haven't played through the mystery, unfortunately. I do need to get around to that. It looks quite a lot of fun to play through, but I feel like a lot of people have said they go to the bar a lot when you play the Strangerville mystery, so could you imagine going to that one? Oh gosh. So I hope this one's just a little bit better if you want to put it in your game. I mean, obviously, there'll be so many renovations of this bar, I'm sure, that are just as fabulous. Yeah, of course, mine's fabulous. But yeah, no, I already know Nerdyth has done one. She did one on her stream. So I think hers is on the gallery as well, if you want to check hers out. I already had a little gander at it, I just wanted to see. I was like, ooh, I want to see Nerdyth's version. So yeah, no. I liked her version, so she's got a renovation. I'm assuming everyone else has a renovation as well. I bet your little Simsy does for a save file. I wouldn't be surprised. I should know, I've been watching for years, but anyway. So yeah, like I said, I was using like reference images to help me, mainly with the exterior. I think it's alright. I like the little balcony at the top. I think that makes it look a little bit more interesting. And the sideways door, it's kind of reflects a saloon. The saloon doors are usually always on the side of a building, aren't they? Like, they never have the doors front on. I mean, they do sometimes. I mean, I wouldn't know. The only reason I know anything about the Wild West is Red Dead Redemption, so And I think some of the bars in Red Dead Redemption had head-on doors, but I feel like a lot of them also were off on a slanted thing. I might just be making it up. I don't watch Wild West films. I don't really know anything about Wild West anything. So we'll just say most of my information from the Wild West is from Red Dead, not from anything else. So however accurate Red Dead is how accurate my information is. So yeah, now we're going on to the interior. I think I am. Like, because I jump around when I build. Sometimes I don't, sometimes I do. Sometimes it's one room, next room, next room. Sometimes I jump from one room to another room. I'm different every time. But yeah, I think we're working on the interior. As like I said, I was going for like a saloon vibe, so but they always had that, like, if it depending on the saloon, if it were a scratty, I don't know if that's a nice word to say actually. If it's like a what's the word? Like a bad saloon, like a dodgy saloon, I guess. It wouldn't look as nice as that, but like the posher ones usually have the nice wallpapers and the wood panelling, don't they? So I feel like that goes quite well. I also haven't opened up upstairs as well. It took me forever to figure out what I was doing here with stairs. I got it eventually, don't worry. So that's all opened up as well. I think I put a chest table up there, bookcase, 2 bookcases, the fireplace with 2 armchairs, and that's also where the toilets are. So you've got quite a few skill building things here as well, at least. I nearly put a ping pong table, but it won't fit, so we don't have a ping pong table, sorry guys. But you know, you've got your bar, obviously. There's a TV, because for some reason that is a requirement of the build, of the lot type. You need a TV. So I put the TV from Eco Lifestyle, the Sims 1 TV in, because I feel like, well, I'm not having some fancy TV in here, it won't make sense. Even if it is set in the modern day rather than, you know, back in the Wild West. So there you go. Got your TV, bookcase, chest table. What else could you need? I mean, you could even, like, maybe, I don't know how it would work for the Strangerville mystery, if this needs to stay as a bar or if it's important anyway, but you could always change it to a restaurant. There's quite a few tables here, and just, like, add a kitchen, move the bar or something, put a horse table in. It could be a very smallish restaurant. There's also some picnic tables outside, so you know you could go off on one and change it completely. But yeah, I feel like some builds I'm like, my word, what am I posting right now? But I'm actually, you know, quite proud of this one. Some people might be like, this is the most basic build I've ever seen. But even when I do a basic build but it still looks good, I'm happy with myself, so please don't rain on my parade. So yeah, there we go. I hope you like the build. I don't really know what else to say other than, you know, I hope you like it. Download it if you want it. And yeah, etc, etc. So yeah, I used the Discover University bar rather than the bar from Strangerville because I thought it matched a lot better, because the Strangerville one has like the whole, like the metal thing going on, and it, with the bar I was going for, it didn't work. But I feel like the Discover University one worked really well. So yeah, like I said, not limited to one pack. I used quite a few actually. Mainly expansion packs, if I remember. One stuff pack, definitely Dine Out because I used those candles from Dine Out. Those little ones for the table. What stuff pack do I use? I think it might be Laundry Day because I use Laundry Day rugs. So if you don't have that Laundry Day, you might be alright to download it because it is just 2 rugs upstairs that you could just change. But I think if you don't have a lot of the expansion packs, this might be a bit of a difficult one. I don't know. I can't even remember what I used. Like I said, I just go off on one. Obviously, this is Island Living wallpaper on the outside, so there's that. But yeah, there's the candles from Dine Out. I absolutely love them. They just, I don't know, they just felt like they'd go nice on the rounded tables. Why not? But yeah, sorry I haven't really had any Christmassy videos yet. I know we're getting very close to Christmas. But yeah, I didn't really add any, but I do actually have one planned to come out on Christmas Eve. No spoilers, but it is a collab with one of my favourite people in the world. So I'm excited for that. That should be relatively Christmassy, I hope. It depends, I haven't even worked on it yet. But hopefully I'll work on that soon. because it is nearly Christmas Eve actually. How long have we got? I don't know, less than 10 days. Is it less than 10 days? It is. It's a week away. No, I don't know. Don't quote me. I don't even know when this video's going out, so please really don't quote me. But yeah, so that should be Christmassy enough for you, I hope. I like Christmas, but it's not the same to me as Halloween is. Like, obviously, you know, if you were watching my channel when Halloween was happening, what a way to say it. You know, when Halloween was in town, I did a lot of spooky builds, whereas I haven't really done anything Christmassy yet. But, you know, that's just me, I guess. It's not that I hate Christmas, because I quite like Christmas, to be fair, but maybe I've just not been inspired enough yet. Maybe it's just not my thing. But yeah, so check out the Christmas Eve collab when it finally comes out. I mean, obviously Christmas Eve, maybe people won't be watching videos. It depends when the video comes out as well. So obviously I won't be upset if no one watches it for 3 days. But yeah, so yeah, I'm just gonna say sorry that I don't really have any Christmas builds out, I guess. But I'm betting there's a lot of Christmas builds out that you could watch if you really wanted. So, but yeah, there you go. I went off on one again. I'm sorry. That's the bathroom anyway. Toilet. Split it up into 3 cubicles and I think 2 sinks. So you know and I did play test it, and as I brought a sim here with other sims, everything worked fine. The bar worked fine. People sat down. At first they didn't come up the stairs because there's that glitch with the fencing. If anyone knows, like if you get rid of the floor, the fencing has to be all the way around, even across the stairs. And obviously Sims, it's not actually there, so the Sims used to be able to walk up it fine, but ever since the platform update, they haven't been able to, so I had to delete the fence that wasn't actually there. I hope I explained that alright. I probably did, and it didn't make any sense. But you know, if you're a builder, you might know what I mean. So yeah, here's the bookcases. I did obviously use the little subtle light saucer lights because they light up the rooms really well, but I also wanted to put like wall lights in as well for it to make sense, because that's like the type of thing you would see in a place like this. So yeah, here's the laundry tray. Here's the laundry day rugs coming in, I think. Yep, that's my one use of laundry day probably. And I think then we go on to the outside. I do add a little bit outside actually, I'm really proud of. Because obviously back in the day, in the Wild West, they had horses, didn't they? And they used to tie them up outside the saloon and then they'd go in and have a drink. I managed to put a little area where you would tie up your horses that don't exist in The Sims 4. We don't have cars and we don't have horses. But I ended up using some debug stuff to make it look like you could tie your horses up there. Obviously, no one goes around with horses in The Sims 4, but you know, why not? I decided to do it. I think it looks cute and it kind of makes it look like it was there. Like this saloon's been around for a while and they just didn't bother to get rid of it when they renovated. They just left it as like historical thing. I don't know. Look, this is where they used to tie their horses. Yeah, and they say it in that accent as well. So yeah, we're going to debug, so I end up cutting a lot of that out because searching through debug is not fun in any way. Everyone knows that, especially again if you're a builder, you will know that debug is not a fun thing to search through. But yeah, now I'm doing the landscaping and the outside, which should be nearing the end. So, to the screenshots, as one would say. So I will cut off right here. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you new and want to see some more of my content. This build is also available on the gallery. This build is also available on the gallery if you would like to download it as well. And yeah, see you in the next video. Dag dag!